This is My Legacy. Welcome to this week's bonus drop. Today, more from our interview with Deepak Chopra, a leading pioneer in mind-body medicine. He offers a surprising take on how artificial intelligence might accelerate, not replace, human consciousness. Let's jump right in.
You speak eloquently about consciousness and the awareness of consciousness and conscious awareness. For our listeners who perhaps this is relatively new to them, what are some one or two things they can do to bring consciousness more actively into their lives?
Be present to now. Now is the only moment that never ends. So now is the timeless spirit in the time-bound body, mind, and world experience. The spirit is not in time, it's now. And the point of arrival is always now. So when you get to the future where you want to be so that you can be happy, it will be now. And if you're not now, you won't be now then. So if you can focus on what is, then you're present. And spirit is presence also, same word. Awareness, spirit, the divine, the incomprehensible. You know what the great physicist Freeman Dyson, he said, God is what mind becomes when it goes beyond the threshold of our comprehension. We surrender. It's a mystery. You will never comprehend it, and it is incomprehensible, but without it, there's no comprehension of anything. So, the divine is present in every experience. Focus on the divine, and then everything follows. And don't try to figure it out, because that's my craziness. I'm always trying to figure it out.
You are, Deepak.
Okay. If you try,
Mystery B.
if you try and figure out, you will reel with bewilderment. Rumi, exchange your cleverness for bewilderment.
Bewilderment, yep.
So if you're bewildered and astonished, that's
it.
presence, that's spirit.
Deepak, your latest book is Digital Dharma, that explores the connection between AI and consciousness. And many people are afraid that AI is going to further disconnect us. But in fact, you talk about how AI can help deepen our spiritual and emotional growth. Can you help us understand?
When we were kids, we say, every kid asks the parents, where did I come from? And the parents said, God made you. Right? Then you say, where did God come from? And then you don't know what to say. You say, go play with your toys, shut up. You don't know the answer. So I said, now that we have digital technology, why don't we tap into the minds of the greatest teachers? I can now tap into the mind of Jesus, okay, through AI. Explain to me the Sermon on the Mount, okay? Why does Jesus say, treat your enemies as yourself? And the answer is, your enemy is yourself in another uniform, with another conditioning, another cultural conditioning, whatever, economic conditioning, another skin color, but it's the same infinite source. So I can now do that with digital technologies. What did Plato have to say about it? What did Schopenhauer have to say? What did the sages of the Upanishads have to say about it? So the book I wrote is about 4 things. Number 1, how to use AI as a health coach. Help me sleep, help me regulate my immune system, help me with this nutrition. So health coach, both mental and physical. Research assistant. A way to reflect, self-reflection, as a personal guide for self-reflection. If I say, am I a body, am I a mind, am I a spirit? Give me reasons why not the body, because the body is constantly changing. Give me the reasons. What did the great luminaries of humanity think about it? How did they think about the mind? How did they think about the spirit? So it's a health coach, it's a spiritual guide, it's a research assistant, and it's actually, now what I've done is with my own AI, which is deepakchopra.ai, I decided, even in meditation, people have different needs. I want a meditation for sleep. I want a meditation for relationships. I want a meditation for feeling strong in the morning. I want a meditation for making me choose the right foods. And the AI will look at my database of meditations and create a new meditation for you, which I didn't create in the past, but it'll take all my stuff and then it'll consult all the meditation experts, not from now, from Jesus onwards or even before to now. So you can tap into the minds of Moses or Jesus or Einstein or Rumi, whoever you want. Now, with large language models, we've gone beyond that because you have the language of biology, language of mathematics, the language of physics, the language of religion, the language of spirituality, the language of the great scriptures. Without being conscious, AI is super intelligent, but it's not conscious because conscious is a much deeper, or spirit is not an algorithm. In fact, spirit is the absence of all algorithms. When you take away all algorithms, then you touch the divine, incomprehensible.
Deepak and Gabriella, we're grateful for you joining us today from the Lake Nona Impact Forum at KPMG's Lakehouse in Orlando's Lake Nona community. And thank you for living your legacy every day.
Thank you for joining us. If you enjoyed today's conversation, subscribe, share, and follow us at My Legacy Movement on social media. New episodes drop every Tuesday with bonus content every Thursday. Until next time, may you find inspiration to live your legacy.